Hello everyone, good morning and welcome to this demo on AWS. Okay, so can you please confirm in chat box if you can see my screen?
Yes, good morning.
Yeah, Ganesh, thank you. Yeah, friends, so as you know, this is a demo on cloud computing. Let us try to keep this demo as short as possible and as simple as possible actually, because today our main agenda is just try to understand what is a cloud computing actually, and what are the career options we have after completing our course like AWS and all the other things. Okay, so I'm expecting you people are freshers maybe, or maybe you have some knowledge on some courses like Linux and some other courses, and maybe you already have some working experience in IT, whatever. I'll be try to organize, I'll try to conduct this demo in such a way that this demo will be useful for any person from any background. Okay, and chat box will be always open here, friends. I'm sending a message in chat box. I just said hello there. Okay, so if you have any doubt, if you want to ask any question, you can simply send a question in the chat box. You can send your queries in the chat box. It will be easy for me to come to your question. Okay, and in case if you want to talk to me directly, you can simply unmute yourself and you can talk to me directly. This is not for today. This is for each and every day actually. Till the end of our course, chat box will be always open. There is one thing. See, whenever you attend any demo session or whenever you attend any class actually for any course, you should have the option of interacting with the trainer. Okay, so this chat box will be open forever till the end of our course. The chat box will be open. So please try to utilize this and please try to make the sessions more interactive. I'll be asking some questions in middle of the class. You should ask many questions to me. Then only the sessions will be more interactive. Then only sessions will be more interesting. Okay, this is the best advantage you can take from a live session. The trainer is available, so you should use this. You should utilize this opportunity to clear all your doubts. See, this session the recording has already started. Once you finish the session, we'll be providing the recordings. But as of now, this is a live session, right? Recordings will be provided after completing the class. But as of now, this is a live session, so please try to utilize your time. Okay. Now, before we see anything, let me just introduce myself. Like I said, I'm expecting some of you to be like freshers and some of you already having some experience. Okay, but I'll just try to go in a way that will help each and every person in understanding the concepts of cloud today as well as till the end of our course. Okay, so I'm Shakeel here, friends. I have 14 plus years of IT experience, industry experience. Okay, I started my career way back in 2007 actually. Okay, so when I started my career as Windows Server Administrator. Like Microsoft company, they have their servers, Windows Servers 2000. When I started, it was 2003 actually, 2002 and 2003 server. But as of now, we have 2022 server. Okay, so I started my career from Windows Server 2003. Okay, and back then in 2005, 2006, 2007, with Windows Server Administration, it was mandatory for people to learn network administration. There is a company called Cisco, which is quite famous actually, and they have courses like CCNA, CCNP, CCI. Okay, so those courses were like, in huge demand. Till today, the courses are in demand actually. The networking is still in demand. Okay, so back then with Windows Server Administration, I did my network administration. I started my career in this way. Okay, but my friend, whenever you talk about server actually with Windows, we cannot forget our Linux servers. So 99% cases across the globe, the servers are either working on Windows or the servers are either working on Linux. Okay, so I have experience on Windows as well as on Linux administration. Okay, then with this, I did my security part. Security is a technology, or security is a course that is majorly dealing with firewalls, like how we can provide security to our network, how we can provide security to our data. This is what security is all about. Okay. And then virtualization. One of the best thing I did in my career is actually virtualization. Because of virtualization technology, only the concept of cloud computing came. Virtualization is the backbone of cloud computing. Virtualization is one of the most important technology we have over the computer networks. I repeat, because of virtualization only the concept of cloud computing came. Okay, so I have trained many people on virtualization technology also. I have trained people on Linux and Windows Server administration. I have trained people on network administration, that is on CCN and all the other things. Okay, so in my last 14-15 years, I have trained people on different technologies. Today, in a way, I feel lucky actually, because when I discuss about cloud computing and when I talk about cloud computing, what is cloud computing actually? Cloud computing is a concept where we have Windows servers, we have network administration concept, we have Linux servers, we have security, and we have virtualization concepts. Cloud computing is a technology where a person will be, addressing some concepts that are related to servers, Windows and Linux servers. A person will be learning some concepts that are related to security. A person will be learning some concepts that are related to virtualization and network administration. So this is what cloud computing, my friend. Okay, we'll go in more details of cloud computing. But as of now, what I'm trying to explain you here is cloud computing is not a new technology. Cloud computing came from our existing technologies, existing concepts that we have. Like Windows servers are there for last 3 decades. Network administration is there for last 3 decades. So Linux server is there from last 3-4 decades. Security concepts are there for last 3-4 decades. Virtualization is there from 1990s. At least for 2 decades, virtualization is there. So cloud computing came from all these technologies. So today, cloud computing is, one of the very highly demanded skills. IT companies are looking for people who have the concepts or who can, do things that are related with cloud computing. So cloud computing is obviously one of the most demanding codes we have across the globe. Okay. Okay, finally, I got a question here. That is the first question, and it says, so virtualization is similar to cloud. I mean, whatever we are managing VMs and managing infrastructure in vCenter, it is okay. It's a good question. And when you say vCenter, I think Mahesh Babu, you already know about VMware, right? See here, my friend. I said virtualization is the base of cloud computing. I repeat, virtualization is the base of cloud computing. But the console of virtualization is different and the console of cloud computing is different. So as of now, when we go with the cloud computing, maybe there will be 2 classes where we are learning or where we are discussing about virtualization. That's it. But overall, the concepts in virtualization in cloud, some concept may look similar, but overall the concepts are different. Okay, but if you already have the knowledge of virtualization, then it is like, added advantage. See, one thing, my friend. Okay, let me just try to add the agenda today so that things will be more easier for you to understand. First of all, we will see what is cloud computing, right? This is a major question that we are trying to address today. What is cloud computing? Second one is pre-requirements to learn cloud computing. See, I'll just try to address the second question first. Pre-requirements to learn cloud computing. See, remember I told you cloud computing is a concept that came from, that has actually Windows Server administration part, network part, Linux, security, virtualization. So this makes cloud computing learning process, working process very interesting. It's a very, very interesting concept. Very, first of all, it is interesting. And the second thing is every company is looking for a person who can work on cloud, who can manage their infrastructure on cloud. Okay, so it is very interesting. It is in more demand. And the best part here is if I say there are no pre-requirements to learn cloud computing, if this is your first class, then this is the best place for you to start your cloud computing. There is no need for you to learn anything. Okay, if you already know Linux administration, then it is well and good. If you have some knowledge of networking, then it is well and good. If you already know virtualization, then it is well and good. But If you are a fresher without any knowledge, without any concepts, without your complete, let's say you're from BCom background, or let us say you're from civil engineering background, or let us say you're from marketing background or finance background or accounts background, you're from any XYZ background, my friend, there is no need for you to worry. If this is the first class for you, then you can learn everything in cloud computing from today. There is no need for you to worry about, okay, do I need to know something or do I need to come from this background? No, it is very interesting concept. It's a, very highly demanding concept. But if you have some knowledge, that is added advantage. But if you're completely fresher, then there is absolutely no need to worry, because whenever I start any topic in cloud computing, I'll be starting everything from basics actually. So within some weeks, actually, you have the knowledge of Windows servers. Okay, okay, these are the Windows servers. This is the way they work. Within some weeks of our course, you know what is network administration, Linux administration. There are 4 to 5 classes where we are learning about security. There are some classes where we are learning about virtualization. Cloud computing is a concept where you are learning all these things, but you're not learning the complete virtualization administration. You're not learning about the complete Linux administration. You're not learning complete Windows Server administration. Whatever things are related with the cloud administration, that is what we are learning here. Okay, so every day, every topic will be starting from the basic level, the scratch level, and we will go up to the administration level. So one thing is very clear. One thing should be very clear to you, and that is there are no pre-requirements, and whatever pre-requirements are there, I'll be covering all the pre-requirements for you whenever we start the topics. Okay. Now there is one more question here from Shubham, and he says, in this course, you will be teaching EC2, S3, SNS, SES, Lambda. See, Shubham, all these things are available in our course. And if you want to know more details about our course curriculum, once we finish our demo session, the management will send you the link. Management will share you all the details of our course curriculum. You can see all these topics clearly mentioned there. Okay, see, before we see what is cloud computing, let me just address one more question. And that is, whenever you learn any course, actually, you should learn course according to the market requirement, according to the jobs requirement. Okay, and what are the jobs requirement here? Companies will ask you certain, topics. Companies will search for a person who knows this particular topic. So whenever you are searching for a job in any company, there are certain topics like, just now I got a question here like EC2, S3, SNS. So these are some of the topics where, every company is looking for a person. So obviously we need to learn topics that are needed or that are, required in the jobs. So our course is actually a job oriented course. We are preparing ourselves to face an interview. We are preparing ourselves to work as a cloud administrator in a company. That is our main intention. That is our main agenda for this course actually. Okay. And like I said, every topic will be starting from very basics and we'll go up to the advanced level. Okay, fine. Now let us see what is cloud computing. I hope you know about me now. Okay, so that you can be more comfortable with me, like, okay, I have this much of experience on different platforms. Okay, fine, that is good. Okay, and one more thing is pre-requirements. Like I said, there are no pre-requirements. Whatever pre-requirements are there, I'll be covering all the pre-requirements. Now you should be more, comfortable in concentrating on what is cloud computing actually, instead of thinking like, okay, I came from this background or I'm a fresher and all those things. Now just relax and try to understand what is cloud. Okay, so let us see what is cloud computing. Okay, maybe, for many of you, this is the first demo class or this is the first session you're attending in your life on cloud computing. That is a possibility, right? Maybe this is the first time you're learning some cloud computing concept. Okay, but my friend, you're using cloud computing from the day when you started using your internet. I repeat, you're using cloud computing from the day when you started using internet. I created my Gmail account. I created my Gmail account in the year 2004. 19 years before I created my Gmail account. 19 years before, I have no knowledge of Windows servers or network or Linux or security, virtualization, cloud. I have no knowledge of any of this concept. But you know, my friend, when I started using cloud computing when I started using my Gmail account in the year 2004, back in 2004 only I started using cloud action. Without having any knowledge of cloud, without having any information of any of the things that are related with our IT infrastructure, I started using cloud. Okay, let us say you started using your email account in the year 2000, let's say 14, let's say 2013, 10 years before. If you started using your Gmail account or Yahoo account in the year 2013, from 2013 only, you started using cloud computing. So the day we started using our internet, on that particular day, we started using our cloud computing concepts. Okay, we started using. But today, what we are going to understand here is what is cloud computing, how it is working, what it is providing actually. These are the things we are trying to understand. But like I said to you, every day, today, right now, we are connected to this particular online session here. Everyone is connected to cloud. After completing this, you go and watch some video on YouTube, or maybe you go to Netflix, or you may be like, chatting by using your WhatsApp. Whatever you do, you're connected to cloud. So I'm just trying to say one thing, that is, today, literally, whenever we connect to the internet is like a cloud for us. So we cannot survive without cloud. Okay. Now, I'll give a couple of examples here. Let us go with a very easy example first, and we'll go with a very technical example. Now, I need some answers from you. See, can you see there is a file here with the name IP address?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Can you please tell me where exactly is this file located as of now?
Desktop?
Exactly. In my desktop machine, in my computer, it is located, right? Now, just imagine tomorrow if I go to some other place like suppose tomorrow I'm in Delhi. Can I access the same file from Delhi?
No.
Exactly. Because see, the file is located in my computer, right? The file is located in my local computer. Can I carry my desktop machine? No. If it is a laptop, maybe okay. But still it is not so easy for me to carry my laptops and desktops everywhere, right? Now I'll do one thing. What I'll do here is I'll just go to my Google. There is something called Google Drive here. We all know Google Drive, right? We are using Google Drive for many years now. What I will do is I will just right click here. I will say file upload. And let us say I will be uploading a file here. Let's say, okay, I will go with this file webinar. Just a file. I'm uploading this particular file. Okay. Now see in the right side of your screen, right bottom, it shows you completely. One upload has completed webinar. Okay. Now see, this is the file there. Now tell me, my friend, today I'm in my home somewhere in Hyderabad. Let's say tomorrow I'll be somewhere in Delhi or Dubai or say Denmark, or let's say suppose I'm in Brazil or Australia, wherever I'm located. Can I access my file from that particular location now? Can I access my?
Yes.
Of course, I can access it, right? Now, what exactly is the difference now? What exactly is the difference? The difference here is the file that I have uploaded here is uploaded in drive.google.com. Google people have a storage. I have connected to that particular storage. I have uploaded my file in that particular storage. And what Google people will do, they will allow me to access that particular storage from any location. The only condition here is I should have the credentials. I should have the username and password. If I have the username and password, I can connect to this particular file from any location. Now, the story here is Google Drive is actually a cloud. If you keep your data at some other server, where is this file located now? Webinar file. It is located in Google server. It is not located in my computer, right? I can simply say log off from here. So Google Drive is a storage available in the Google server. I have just connected to this Google server. I have uploaded my file and I can go to any location tomorrow. I can access my file there. This concept is actually a cloud computing concept. Okay, so companies, instead of uploading data in their local hard disk, hard disk can go down anytime. Hard disk can give some errors, hard disk can give some problems. Okay, so instead of uploading data within the server, within their hard disk, what companies can do, they can upload data in a Google Drive. Like, there is a question here. One of the topic was S3. What was the topic? S3. The question asked by our friend Shubham. He said, are we going to cover S3 topic? S3 is a topic where we will see how we can create a storage in our cloud and how we can upload the data, how we can provide access to this particular data. So this is a cloud service. So this should be the easy example for you to understand what is cloud actually. Got it? Cloud means our data, instead of keeping the data within our company, within our server, within our storage, we can keep the data over the cloud in Google company server, Amazon company server, Microsoft company server, IBM company server. These are the cloud providers. All these companies are providing storage to you, and they are saying, listen, we have this storage available. You can connect to our storage, save your data. Your data will be safe and secure. And whenever you want to access the data, you can access the data from any place. You just need to have the internet connection. You can access the data from any place. This is one of the best thing a cloud is providing. We can upload data at any time and we can access our data from any given time. Okay. Now, let us go with a bigger example now. Storing data, uploading data is okay, fine. That is quite a easy example for us to understand. But let us go with a bigger example now. See, applications and services. See, when you take your mobile phone, how many applications you're running in your mobile phone? Let's say you're running some social media applications like Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Okay, you're running some applications like Ola or Uber to book your cabs. You're running some applications like Swiggy or Zomato so to order some food. Okay, you have some applications like that are related with messaging like Telegram or WhatsApp. Okay, you have some gaming applications there, you have some email applications, you have some phone pay, Google Pay applications using which you can send and receive the money. Okay, you have something called Hotstar or Netflix. So whatever is there in your mobile phone, it comes under application, right? There are applications which are available over the internet. By using your mobile phone or by using your laptop, you will be connected to some sort of application. Okay, so it is very easy for me to go to internet browser and you can just select www.yahoomail.com or gotomeeting.com or say amazon.com. It's very easy for me to go and connect here. But the question here is, where exactly is this application running actually? Where are these applications and services running? Now listen, my friend. Every application and every service is actually running on a server operating system. For example, see here, in my machine, in my desktop machine, there is an application called Cisco Packet Tracer. There is Google Chrome. There is VLC Media Player. Okay. There is something called MS Word here. Okay. I have many applications here. Can I run an application without having a operating system in my computer? Answer is no. First of all, I need to have the operating system. Then I need to run the application, right? But in a server, the applications that are running in a server, these applications are running on server operating system, either on Windows server or either on Linux server. Remember in my introduction, I told you I have experience on Windows servers and Linux server, and majority, okay, I should say 98% cases across the globe, the servers are either Windows or Linux. That's a huge number, my friend. I'm not saying 50%, 60% here. I'm saying 98% cases, server operating systems will be either Windows or Linux. So why we have to take these Windows servers and Linux servers? See, these are the special operating systems. These are the special operating systems that are designed to run a particular application. So whatever applications I have named here, all these applications are either running on Windows servers or Linux servers. This is one of the major part that we need to understand. Application, as a user, I am connected to application, but this application is running on a server operating system. Now, let us try to connect a very big point here. Come again, user is connected to application. Application is running on a server operating system, but at the end of the day, a server operating system, either it is Windows Server or Linux Server. In Windows Server, either it is Windows Server 2022, 2019, 2016, or in Linux, whether it is Red Hat Linux, Ubuntu, SUSE, Fedora, Debian, Kali, CentOS, whatever. These server operating systems are running on server hardware. This is the whole story, my friend. Without server hardware, we simply cannot run a server operating system. And without server operating system, we cannot run a application or a service. A web server is application. An email server is application or a service. A gaming server is application or a service. A banking server is application or a service. So literally, server hardware is the base. On top of the server hardware, server operating system will come, and on top of the server operating system, the application will come. Just take 30 seconds, just try to understand this particular concept. Okay, server hardware, on top of the server hardware, server operating system is come. What are the server OS? Windows or Linux, that's it. And applications can be any applications that we connect usually over the internet. Okay. Okay, now let us concentrate more on server hardware now. Whenever you talk about hardware, let's say your computer hardware, you have a computer or a laptop for sure, maybe in your office or maybe in your college or maybe in your home. Okay. Can we see any computer and laptop without CPU, RAM, hard disk, and NSD card? Answer is no. These are the, core components of each and every computer or laptop. Okay. Now listen, my friend. When you take a computer, let us say you have i7 processor. Okay. Can you please tell me how much GB RAM is enough nowadays? What you think? How much GB RAM you think is sufficient?
8 GB.
8 GB.
Okay, 8 GB is sufficient, right? But if you go with 16 GB, then it will be great. Excellent. How much GB storage you think will be sufficient? Storage is what? Hard disk.
256.
500 GB, 1 TB.
Exactly. 500. 256 is enough for running the applications and operating system. But if you want to save data, let's say 2 TB for personal use. Okay. Now, let us say you have a computer with the latest processor i7, 16 GB RAM, 2 TB hard disk. Now tell me just a rough, number. To purchase a laptop with this configuration, can you please tell me how much money you need to spend?
Around 1 lakh.
Exactly. Let's say roughly $1,000, right? It is between 80,000, 85,000. Let's go with like 1 lakh rupees. So to buy a laptop with this configuration, you are spending 1,000. That is nearly 1 lakh Indian rupees. And by the way, there is some money, right? 1 lakh rupees is obviously some money. So you're spending 1 lakh rupees to buy a server with this configuration. And my friend, when you go with a server hardware, in server you have processors, in server you have RAM, in server you have hard disk. But let us see the difference between a normal desktop machine and a server machine. This is the difference here, my friend. See here. When you go and purchase a desktop machine or a laptop, you have only one processor, i7 one processor, that is more than enough. But once you go to a server, processor number 1, processor number 2, processor number 3, processor number 4. How many processors we have here totally? 4 processors. RAM, say there are 2 slots, 1 and 2 slots. But in a server, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 here, 8 here, 8 here, 8 here. Same components are there in desktop and laptop. Same components will be there in desktop and server actually. But the capacity of a server is too large compared to a desktop. Now, you know why the server is having 4 processors and why the server is having that much GB of RAM and all those things? Let me take a very easy example here. See, as of now, let us imagine you're using a laptop or maybe desktop. How many people are connected to your laptop and desktop as of now? You're the only one person, right? You're the only one person connected. Now, can you please tell me how many people can be connected to, let us say, Swiggy? Let's say only from Hyderabad city. How many people can be connected to Swiggy? How many people are ordering their food there? Easily, it can be some thousands of people or at least some lakhs of people, right? Some lakhs of people are connected to Swiggy. So if some lakhs of people from a city like Hyderabad are connected to Swiggy, or let us say 50,000 people are connected to Swiggy. So if 50,000 people are connected to swiggy.com, obviously the configuration in your server should be very high because when multiple people are connecting, then you know, it should have more configuration. Let us take a very general example. So when you enter in your home, you have a door or you have a gate, right? This will be the size of your door or size of your gate. How many people are entering? 2, 3 people are entering every day, or let's say 5 to 10 people are entering inside and going outside. That's it, right? But when you go to shopping mall, can you see the size of the door equal to the size of the door that we have in our home? No, the size of the door in shopping mall will be something like this, because you know, many people are entering and many people are going out. So when the traffic is increasing, technically it is called traffic. When the traffic is increasing, then obviously the capacity will increase. Okay. Now listen, my friend. To take a server with this configuration, what is the configuration? 4 processors. And let us say 256 GB RAM. Okay. And let us say 50 TB storage. That is your hard disk. You know how much money we need to spend? To purchase this server with this configuration, maybe we need to spend around $7,000. That is a rough number. It can be like $10,000 also. It can be like $20,000 also. But let us say we are spending $7,000. You know how much is $7,000 in Indian rupees? Let us calculate here. 7,000 multiplied by 82, right? So it is around 5 lakh, let's say 6 lakh Indian rupees. How much? 6 lakh Indian rupees for one physical server. Okay, configuration is good, but you know, money is also very high, right? 5,74,000, that is approximately 6 lakh Indian rupees. Why we are spending 6 lakh Indian rupees? We are spending 6 lakh Indian rupees just to bring one server hardware. And obviously for server operating system, we need to spend separate money. For Windows server, we need to pay money. For Linux server also, we need to pay money. So we need to pay money on server hardware as well as we need to pay money on server operating system. Now, listen, my friend, carefully. First of all, say server will look like this. This is actually a server machine, which is looking like a desktop machine from the outside, but internally it will be having multiple processors. Okay, listen, my friend. We have already spent nearly 6 lakh rupees on one physical server. See, I can say with 100% guarantee, there is no company on the face of the earth where they have only one server available. That is not possible, my friend. A company cannot run the application or applications by using one physical server. That is literally not possible. There will be multiple applications running in a company. So to run multiple applications, they need multiple servers. Okay. So let us say a small company is having around 50 servers. How many? 50. I'm saying a small company is having around 50 servers. So 7,000 multiplied by 50. This is $3,50,000. $3,50,000 multiplied by, let's say, 82 rupees. This is how much? This is nearly 3 crore Indian rupees. So a small company have to spend 3 crore Indian rupees to bring how many physical servers? Just to bring 50 physical servers. I'm saying 50 physical server is just a small company. In a medium level company, it can be 300, 400, 500 servers. In a big company, it can be like, 1,000, 1,500, 2,000, 3,000 servers. This many servers are needed, my friend. One server is not sufficient. We need to go with 50 servers, 40 servers in a small company. So small company, can they spend 3 crore Indian rupees? That is some money, right? That is some, money for any company to invest on day one. See, they want to start a business. So first of all, they need to bring 50 servers by paying 3 crore Indian rupees. And then they need to pay money for Windows servers and Linux servers. So they are simply increasing the amount now, isn't it? One more thing. Beside taking these 50 servers, they have to take some more devices. They need to make a complete data center. They need to make a complete infrastructure. So what they do, they have already taken 50 servers. Now they have to take a router. They have to take firewall. They have to take switch. They have to take storage, and they need to bring some racks. So for the routers, firewalls, switches, storage, and for these racks, again, they need to pay, they need to spend a lot of money. This is the problem companies were facing for last many decades. to run any application, let us say web server, just to run a web server for their company, a company have to spend crores and crores of rupees to bring the infrastructure, routers, storage, servers, firewalls, okay, racks, switches, and many other devices they need to bring, and they need to make a data center, and then they can run the web server, they can run the email server, they can run the file server. So it was a very, in a way, I can say very difficult job for a company. It was a difficult phase for any company to establish a computer network. It was always very difficult. If you go back in 1980s, then 1990s, then 2000, then 2010, then 2020, still today, if you have to make a computer network, it's not so easy. We need to spend loads and loads of money. So after spending that much money, finally our data center will be ready. And you know how the data centers will look actually? This is one of the data center I took from some XYZ company, and you can see here clearly. This is one rack, RACK, rack. Rack means it is something like a frame where we are connecting routers, servers, switches, firewalls, and all these devices. In this data center, it is looking like a big data center, right? But see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are only 5 racks available. And let us say in every rack, we have like 20 machines connected. So 20 multiplied by 5 will be how much? Only 100 devices can be connected. I'm still saying a data center with 100 devices. Devices in the sense routers, storage, firewalls, servers. All this comes under devices. So a data center with 100 devices is considered as a small data center. But for this small data center also, we need to spend around 4 crore rupees or 5 crore rupees, say, right? 4 crore rupees and 5 crore rupees is indeed a good amount here. So this is the way the applications were running for last many decades. So whenever you connect to an application, maybe that application is running on this particular server here. So because of this problem here, my friend, because of the problems that we are facing in our on-premise data center, we have the option of using cloud computing. See, I'll take a break for 30 seconds here before I go and see what is cloud computing. I hope everything is clear till now. Let me just go to this scenario first, this one. Applications, server operating system, and server hardware. So we are majorly focusing on server hardware, and when we focus majorly on server hardware, we came to know we have many issues that we have to spend a lot of money. In any case, my friend, spending money is always considered as a big issue. If you can spend less money and do the same work, that is considered as a great job. So suppose imagine you're traveling from Hyderabad to, let's say, Delhi. There are two options. One option is you are spending 30,000 rupees to go to Delhi. And the other option is you are spending only 300 rupees. Which option is better actually? You will go with like 300 rupees, right? Because you are saving a lot of money there. Okay. So these are the 3 different layers we need to understand. And when we discuss about server hardware, we have now we know we have many issues that are related with our server hardware. We have to bring server hardware, the operating system, the routers, the firewalls, the storage, and we have to bring everything. And then we need to make a data center. And at the end of the day, we are running our application there. It's a big story. It's a very painful story, my friend. I'm using the correct terminology here because I have seen everything. I have seen the computer networks from very scratch up to the big data centers. So I can say this is a very painful job for any company to establish a computer network with this much infrastructure. But there was no other option available. Till recently, there was no other option available. But luckily, today we have the option of cloud. Now let us see what is this cloud, my friend. First of all, let us see the definition that is provided by Amazon. Amazon have provided this definition in their documents, and this says cloud computing is the on-demand delivery of IT resources. What is IT resources? IT resources means your server hardware, server operating system, storage, firewall, router, everything comes under IT resources. Okay, so what it says, cloud computing is the on-demand delivery of IT resources over the internet with pay-as-you-go pricing. Okay, it says instead of buying, owning, and maintaining physical data centers and servers. So what we do here in this, we need to buy, maintain physical servers and data centers. Everything we need to buy here. But cloud computing says instead of buying, owning, and maintaining physical data centers and servers, you can access technology services such as computing power, storage, and database from a cloud provider like Amazon Web Services. Okay, let us go in a simple way. In the simplest way, I can say, if you want to run an application, you need to buy everything. You need to buy routers here. You need to buy servers, switches, firewalls. You need to make the complete data center. But what if I tell you a option is there where some other company is having servers, routers, storage, firewalls, they have the complete data center. I repeat, some other company, they have the complete data center. These companies are providing the data center to you and me. And they are saying, listen, we have a data center. Whatever resources you need, how many servers you need? Let us say 300 servers you need. Okay, we are providing 300 servers. You need 500 TB of storage, we are providing 500 TB storage. You need this sort of security, we are providing security. So there are some companies which are saying, listen, we have huge infrastructure available. We have very big data centers available. What you can do, you can simply connect to our data center and you can run your applications on our data center. I repeat, there are certain companies which says there is no need for you to buy the infrastructure for your company. We have the infrastructure available. We have huge infrastructure available. You can connect to our infrastructure and you can simply use our infrastructure and run your application. There is no need for you to worry about your physical hardware, physical routers, physical connections, okay, power backup, AC maintenance. There is no need for you to worry about any of these things. We will take care of each and everything. We will take care of each and everything. You just need to connect and run your application. Amazon is one company that is providing cloud services. Microsoft is one company that is providing cloud services. IBM is one company that is providing cloud services. Google is one of the company that is providing cloud services. I said Amazon, Microsoft, Google, IBM. Can you name me any company which you think is bigger than this company? If I wait till evening also, I don't think we can, get any other company which can be bigger than this company, right? If you go and search in Google also, Google will select, okay, Amazon, Microsoft, Google, IBM, these are the big companies. These are some of the biggest companies on the face of the earth. And these companies are providing cloud computing. You know what they are doing? They are simply doing this. I will show you one data center. Just now we saw the data center, right? This is our company's data center. It will be there in a room or maybe it will be there in a big hall. But now see this data center. Can you just imagine the size of this data center, my friend? What you see, those black boxes, these are actually racks. Every rack has, 20, 30 servers connected, storage connected. This is a data center available maybe in Amazon or maybe in Microsoft or maybe in Google. And this is not the complete data center. Maybe this is only 10% of the data center. You know, what will be the size of data center that they have in Amazon? Have you ever seen a football ground or a cricket ground, the actual football ground and actual cricket ground? The data center size of Amazon, Microsoft, and Google will be at least 10 times bigger than the football ground or a cricket ground. I repeat, the data center size will be at least 10 times bigger. Means if some person is standing here, the other side of your data center, and suppose you are standing here, you cannot identify who is this person. That will be the length or that will be the size of the data center. This is just maybe some portion of the data center. This is not complete data center. But what I'm trying to show you here is Amazon, Microsoft, Google, they have all these data centers available and they are saying, listen, you need to run your web server, right? So why you are spending that much money? We already have data centers available. We have everything that you need. You just connect to us and run your application there and pay some money. And there is no need for you to worry about server hardware or server, operating system. Will provide you each and everything. Just pay and use. This concept is called cloud computing concepts. All these are data centers. Let me just go to Google once and let us see more data centers there. I'll just go with Amazon. See here, friends, these are the locations and these are the physical size of your data centers. It's simply too big to imagine actually. It is simply difficult for us to imagine. the total size of these data centers. What you see here, these are from the outside. Don't see like these are only 3 small halls. There are 3 some blocks there. No, one block will be like bigger than like 5 or 7 football grounds. These are 2 big data centers, my friend. So see, some dedicated team or dedicated people are working for us. So we can simply run our application there. Now I'll do one thing. Let us make things more interesting now. Just give me 2 minutes here. See, I'm sitting in my home. Okay, I don't have any server hardware. I don't have any server operating system. I don't have any storage. I don't have any routers or firewalls or switches or nothing. I have nothing. I just have a computer with the internet connection. That's it. But you know what I have here? I have an account in AWS, Amazon Web Services. So first of all, I will connect to my account. By using the username and password, I can connect. In coming classes, I will show you how to create an account. So to do practicals, you must have this AWS account. So how to create AWS account and how to use the account, this we will see in coming classes. So it will be like this. It will be exactly like this. Okay. And see, Shubham, Lambda, S3, simple notification service. I was using the services for some other classes, but just for your knowledge purpose, these are the services we have here. Okay, anyhow, just give me another 100 seconds. 100 seconds is how much? 1 minute, 30 seconds, right? Approximately 1 minute, 30 seconds. Within next 100 seconds, what I will do here is I already connected to the Amazon people, right? They are providing cloud services. What is cloud? They are providing all the resources to me. So I can simply connect to them and I can run my application there. So next 100 seconds, I will run a web server. I will create a web server. I'm sitting in Hyderabad. I can access the web server. You're sitting somewhere from that location. Also, you can connect to my web server. Okay. I'm not explaining anything as of now, friends. So please don't, feel like I'm just going, I'm going with the configuration very fast. Whatever configuration I'm trying to do today, it will take at least 12 to 13 classes for me to explain all the things, or maybe at least 15 classes actually. Okay. This is just a demo. I have connected to Sydney. Amazon people have locations in multiple places. So I'm just connected to Sydney location here. Now I'll just go and say something here. Very interesting. Let us see how easy it is for us to use the cloud services without paying any money, without paying even 1 rupee. Actually, I can simply connect and I can run my application there. I have selected some operating system here. I have selected some hardware. I have selected many things there actually. So don't worry about all these things as of now. Network settings we will see in our coming classes. Okay. Firewall settings we will see in our coming classes. Okay. Storage settings we will see in our coming classes. Advanced details, we'll go with advanced details in coming classes. It's a very interesting course. AWS is indeed a very demanding course. It's very, interesting course. So I'll just copy some script here. I'll share this script with you in coming sessions. Paste. Now what I'll do here is, let us make things interesting. I'll just write your names here. This is the name actually I have here, ANBH. I'm not sure there is a complete name. Durga. Mahesh Babu. Rakesh. Shubham. Lakshmi. Shakeel. Okay, let us go with some other name like John Cena, Allu Arjun, Virat Kohli. See, what I did just now is I have just, added something in my web server. This is a web server I am creating here. I just say launch instance here. See here, my friend. Is there any physical server with me? No. Is there any server operating system with me? No. Is there any storage with me? No. But still, just by connecting to the Amazon services, Amazon cloud, within some seconds, see it is running here. Within some seconds, I have successfully created a web server and I have successfully launched the web server. So the story here is there is no need for me to go and bring all this infrastructure in my company now. There is no need for me to worry about server hardware. I have already taken server hardware. Just now I have taken a server actually. Now see here, I'll just go and select this IP address. What is IP? We will see in more details again. I'll select this IP. I'll go to browser. I'll paste. Now my website should be ready for me. I should access my website. Initially, it will take around 1 or some seconds, actually, or maximum couple of minutes. That should be more than enough for the Amazon data center to run my web server. So without having any infrastructure in my home, without having any routers or switches or firewalls or anything else, I have simply, connected to my web server. Okay, let me just check it again. Okay, I did a small mistake here. Let me just go back. Actually, there is in security, I need to allow. It's a human error. Actually, it's not an error from the AWS people. It's an error from my side. So what I'll do here is I'll just go to this security here. Inbound rules. I think launching since 8 here. Okay, let me just go and let us attach one more security group. Okay, I will not make things difficult for you to understand. Let me just terminate this. I'm creating a machine again. Okay, so let's say test web server. Let us organize things in better way now. I'll go and connect to my key. Some sort of key will be there. And in networking settings, I need to go and select my VPC. Fine. This is the mistake I did. I just enable SSH. I have not enabled my HTTP. What is HTTP? What is SSH? We will send great details in coming sessions. Don't worry as of now. Anywhere. And I'll go to advanced details. I'll simply paste it. Okay. Remember, we have a script here. Copy. Paste. And let me just remove this. Okay. Let's say Sachin, Shahrukh, Allu Arjun, Virat Kohli, John Cena, Sri Lakshmi, Durga, Shubham. Okay, just I'm writing this many names. I'm just saying launch instance. My previous machine is terminated. Terminated means I have deleted that machine actually. Now this machine will be ready. As of now, it is showing pending here, right? But within some seconds, actually, the machine will be ready for me. And what this machine has some hardware, some operating system, some storage. Okay, some firewall concepts are there, some router concepts are there. And at the end of the day, we have successfully configured a web server. Let me just copy this address again. Hopefully it will come now. Last time I just did a small error. Because of that error, it did not come, but now everything is clear, hopefully. Yeah, see here. Sachin, Shahrukh, Allu Arjun, Virat, John Cena, Sri Lakshmi, Durga, and Shubham. Can you see my web server is ready? To run a web server, what we need? We need server hardware. We need many servers actually. We need different operating systems. We need storage. We need, routers. We need firewalls, and then we can run the application. So how much we need to spend? We need to spend some crores of rupees, at least some lakhs of rupees to run a small web server. But did I spend any money here? No. Do I have any server or server operating system or any infrastructure in my home? Answer is no. But still my web server is running there. Can you do one thing, please? I have just entered the IP address in the chat box, 54.66.133.196. Can you please go and check whether you can access this web server or not? If I can access the web server, you also can access the web server, right? So please tell me if you can access the web server and from which city you are accessing this web server actually. Let us make things interesting.
Yes, Shakeel, it is accessible.
Okay, you are able to access from which place, which location?
Hyderabad.
Hyderabad. Okay, Sri Lakshmi. Any other person from any other place?
Yes, sir. From Indore, I'm also.
Yeah, Indore. Now see here, very interesting. See, I'm sitting in Hyderabad and yeah, Mahesh Babu is also sitting in some other place. See, we are sitting in different locations. Where is our web server running actually? Can you see the location? Sydney. Sydney is in Australia, right? Amazon people have a data center in Sydney. They have a data center in Hyderabad and Mumbai also. But you know, I selected Sydney. For any XYZ reason, I selected Sydney. In coming classes, we will see what is the reason, what are the, what are the locations available and to which location we need to connect. We will see in a great details. But as of now, I selected Sydney. So my web server is running actually in Sydney. So people sitting, you're sitting from Hyderabad, you're sitting in Hyderabad or Indore, or maybe someone is sitting in UK, someone is sitting in Dubai, or someone is sitting in a small village somewhere in India. They can still connect to this particular web server, right? So this is cloud, my friend. This is the concept of cloud. We can run our applications in a place where the data center is managed by some other company. So we don't have to manage any of these things. We can simply use their resources and we can manage those. We can run our applications. We can use their resources and we can keep our data. This is the concept of cloud computing. Now tell me, suppose imagine someone is a very super rich person. If you go to him and if you say like, listen, there are two options for you. One option is you should make your own data center. For that, you need to spend, let us say, 10 crore rupees. Okay. And there is one more option where you are spending $0 on day one and you can run your business. What that person will do? Will you go for like 10 crore rupees or will you go for like $0? Obviously, we'll go for like $0. And maybe he is the multi-billionaire. It doesn't matter. Saving money is always great, right? Cloud computing is allowing companies to save huge amount of money. And with this, they have more options, something called, elasticity, something called reliability, something called durability, something called more security. What are these features? We will see, but we have many other extra features with cloud computing. These are some of the reasons actually, my friend, why companies are moving into cloud, especially from 2015-16 or 16-17. Actually, companies started moving heavily into cloud. Today, every company is connected to cloud. Maybe some companies are connected in, everything they are running in cloud. Some companies are, going with a hybrid method. Some servers are running in the company, some servers are running over the cloud. Okay, but at least, they are connected to cloud in any way. Majority of companies are moving into cloud because there is no need for them to manage their infrastructure. There is no need to take that particular headache. Everything will be taken care by Amazon, Microsoft, Google. Now, can we trust Amazon, Microsoft, Google? Can we trust their data centers? Can we trust their team? See, whatever company you think of as of now, whatever the biggest company you think of as of now, all the companies are using the resources of Amazon, Microsoft, and Google. Banking sectors, they are working on Amazon, Microsoft, and Google. Okay, let's say a government agencies like CBI. Since in our India, CBI is one of the biggest crime bureau of investigation agency, right? So they are also running their applications and keeping the data over the cloud. If you go with like FBI, which is from USA, they are also running and holding the application over the cloud. So go to any company, any sort of company, banking company or any XYZ company, they are simply running their applications on cloud and keeping the data on cloud. Because one of the advantage here is obviously they can save a lot of money. And the other advantages here are, my friend, they can save a lot of money. They can save a lot of money. They have more security actually. These are the two major things. One is they can save a lot of money and they have best security available. Till 2013-14, actually, security was not so properly designed over the cloud. So companies were not so, happy to move their infrastructure, move the data over the cloud. But for last 5-7 years, actually, security is very good in cloud. So every company is connected to cloud in some way or the other way. Every company, man. Okay. So this is what we are going to learn, how to connect to the cloud. We are not worried about the infrastructure now. That's already gone. We need to worry about the instances. We need to worry about the images. We need to worry about the elastic block store, networking and security, load balancers, auto scaling. These are some of the things that we need to learn. So it will be very easy for a company to run their infrastructure or run their application or store the data over the cloud. But who should do that work? You and me should do that work, right? A marketing person or a finance person or an account person or a programmer, their responsibility is different. What is our responsibility? Our responsibility is to run the infrastructure on the cloud, to run the applications on the cloud, to store the data on the cloud with proper security and all the other things that are related with cloud. This is what you are going to learn in this particular course. From very basic up to the advanced level, this is what you are going to learn here, my friend. Okay, thanks for being here for like so long. It's more than 1 hour. Actually, it should be less than 50-40 minutes for me every demo session, but today I took a bit extra. Thanks for responding properly, and it's over to you now. If you have any doubts or questions, it's your time now. I hope you understood the concept of cloud. In next couple of classes, hopefully things will come in more detail, so things will be much better for you to understand. Yeah, Shubham, please go ahead.
Sir, class timing will be always same at the 10 a.m.
Yeah, class timing will be every day at 10 a.m.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Why we have given a HTTPD in that script for running that web server?
HTTP
We
is,
have selected operating system, right? So it will be the package will be there, right?
yeah, we have, can you mute yourself, please, please. Okay, we have selected the operating system, but with this operating system, we have to select a protocol also. See, I selected Linux operating system. I can run FTP there, HTTP there, SMTP there, DNS, DHCP. There are many, protocols available. So I was using HTTP because it is a web server, right? In case if I was using the email server, then I have to go with SMTP. So for every service, there is a protocol. That protocol we have to select. HTTP is for your web server, HTTP or HTTPS.
No, not that, sir. In the script we have given HTTPD package.
Mm-hmm.
That why we have given that package?
This is our Linux machine, right? In Linux machine, I have to go with this commands actually to install this HTTP. I just use a script to install. There is a command called yum.
Yeah,
Okay,
yum
by you,
update, yeah.
yeah, yum update. So yum update or yum HTTP. So I just install the HTTP service in the Linux server.
Okay.
I created a web server, right? So I have to go with this HTTP.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so the course time is, like I said, 10 a.m. every day. A.m. Okay, and see, each and every class, like I said, is recorded, and recordings will be provided to you once you finish our class. Starting 2-3 classes will be available on YouTube. After that, the classes will be shared with the people who have joined this particular course. Okay, so each and every session will be recorded. I'll be sharing some materials with you so that you can go through these materials every day. I'll show you from where you can prepare, you can upgrade, from where you can read the official documents, and how you can revise your concepts. I'll share you all these things, and every day in the classroom, I'll be sharing, or I'll be creating documents like this. All these are the documents I have created in classroom itself. Okay, so I have to present things in the simplest way possible. So I have to do all these activities every day in classroom. Yeah, someone was asking a question. Rakesh, what about lab? This is what I said, right? This is your lab. This is what the lab will look like this. If you create your account, it will be like this. If you, if you do a job in a company as a cloud administrator, if you work there as a cloud admin, you will exactly see the same console there. You go to services, you go to something called VPC, so you'll be, having the same console. I have connected to amazon.aws.amazon.com. So whatever you see here as of now on my screen, everything will be exactly same in your account as well as in the company's account. There is no change, my friend. Okay, you just need to have your account. How to create an account, that I'll show you in coming sessions. Yeah, Shubham, thanks for being here for like so long, more than 1 hour. Thanks for joining this session. And today was the first demo session. And hopefully tomorrow and after tomorrow, we have like, at least tomorrow, we have like one more demo session. Hopefully I'll go through some more details of cloud. So please do join this session tomorrow also before you can decide whether to continue with this session or whether to go with some other things and all those things. So you have at least a couple of demo sessions available for free. So this was first session. Tomorrow will be one more session for you. And like I said, the chat box will be always open. Remember one thing, my friend, whenever you do any course anywhere, always try to see whether the chat box and the option of interacting with the trainer is available or not. If that is available, there is a best option. If that is not available, then you're simply watching a recorded session, maybe like a recorded session. You cannot ask any question. The trainer will simply go on and will select, thanks for joining the session. That's it. No, the chat box should be always available for you to clear your doubts. Okay, so I'm here for like at least 30 more seconds. Anything else we will see, or else we'll stop the session for today. We have to see many more things in this actually. Cloud basics, and hopefully we'll see these things tomorrow in this second demo session. And by the way, fees is I think only 5,000 rupees. Classes are from Monday to Friday, and this is a morning class. In most of the cases, I will take class on Saturday also. It's not mandatory to take a class on Saturday, but still, if Monday to Friday classes are a bit heavy in the sense if we have done many things, then Saturday we can take off. But overall, I'll take session on Saturdays also. Not every Saturday, but most of the Saturdays. Course duration is up to like 45 to 50 days actually, Rakesh. Okay, so that's it for the day. Thanks again for joining this session. Very good luck for you. I can say only one thing before we go. If you have already decided to go with cloud computing as your career, I can say one thing with 100% guarantee, my friend, you have selected a very great career for yourself. I'm not sure when you're learning, where you're learning, whatever you do, it's up to you. But I'm saying one thing, if you have already decided to go with cloud computing as your career, you have selected a very great career for yourself. You have many opportunities in cloud and the things that are related with cloud. You can see yourself working in cloud for rest of your life. Actually, this is such a huge thing, my friend. Okay. So on this note, we'll stop the session today and hope to see you again tomorrow with some more details of cloud. And yeah, thanks a lot and good luck for your career and good luck for your, and please take care of health. That's it. Thanks a lot, guys. Bye.